Let's talk marriage and family life. Greetings from the office of Pastor Kevin Martin, and once again, welcome to Let's Talk Marriage and Family Life. First of all, I want to give a special thanks to those of you that watch this podcast and taking out your time. And I pray that there's something that is given and that is said that will be a help and will be a blessing to you, to your family, to our children. Today I want to talk to you about one of the most important responsibilities of parents. If we fail at this, the consequences can ripple far beyond individual behavior, affecting families, affecting communities, and even society as a whole. This very important responsibility is to teach integrity. I'm going to say that again. This very important responsibility is to teach integrity. If we as parents do not succeed in teaching integrity, our children will learn that deceit, shortcuts, or manipulation are acceptable if they lead to success. Integrity gives children a moral compass, a way to decide from right and wrong, even when no one is watching. Without integrity, decisions will be guided by convenience, fear, or selfish gain. And what happens is, if we're not careful, we will focus so much on building walls of safety. And some of those walls we call standards. But we miss the more important need, and that is building walls of integrity. Building walls of integrity. When integrity is bypassed, corruption and moral compromise become normalized. Integrity can be called the Great Wall. Great walls of integrity. It protects a person's reputation. Great walls of integrity brings inner peace, the way walls protect a city. Great walls of integrity stand firm against attacks, temptation, or corruption. I'm going to read something that I've had a long time, and it dates back to June of 1987. It says, in ancient China, the people desired security from the barbaric hordes to the north, so they built the Great Wall of China. It was so high, they knew no one could climb over it, and so thick that nothing could break it down. They settled back to enjoy their security. During the first 100 years of the wall's existence, China was invaded 3 times. Not once did the barbaric hordes break down the wall or climb over the top. Each time they bribed a gatekeeper and then marched right through the gates. The Chinese were so busy relying upon the walls of stone that they forgot to teach integrity to their children. Throughout history, the Great Wall was breached and bypassed several times, and often corruption, bribery, or betrayal played a role. The wall, it was an impressive fortification, but it depended on the loyalty and the integrity of those who guarded the gates. Children learn by example. We as parents, we must realize how important our actions are. Children learn by our example. They believe 10% of what we say and 90% of what we do. Integrity is the quality of being honest, trustworthy, and consistent in one's moral principles. And it begins with the 2 most important areas of our life. And we know what they are. It has to do with money. The Bible talks about money being the root of all evil. It has to do with money. As Jesus said in Matthew 22 and 21, give unto Caesar what is Caesar's, and give unto God what is God's. We must, by example, teach our children. Don't cheat the government in paying taxes just because no one is watching. And don't cheat God in not paying tithes and offerings. We must teach integrity to our kids. Teach them by talking about being honest. They need to have whatever their money is that they have. Teach them by examples of being honest and honesty about a tithe, giving tithe. A tithe is a tenth. It is 1/10. An offering is a sacrificial giving beyond the 10th that belongs to God. These are examples. These are ways that we can teach our children. Teach them. Teach them to be honest. Teach them. Talk about it. Talk about these things that people are dishonest with, and talk about that. Help your children understand. Now saying, now this is a tenth. We don't say we're going to give a tithe unto God and this not being a tenth. This is a tenth. Teach your children. Malachi 3 and 8, will a man rob God? He said, you have robbed me. You say, wherein have we robbed thee? He said, in tithes and offerings. The reason it's so important to teach integrity is because That goes beyond all these walls that we try to build, walls that we try to protect, and we build and we call them standards. The integrity, if that integrity gets into our heart and into our spirit, number one, it builds trust and respect. Children who learn to be honest and responsible earn the trust of others. Trust forms the basis of healthy relationships at home, with our spouses, with God, in school, and society. Number two, it shapes moral judgment. Integrity helps children distinguish right from wrong and make ethical choices even when no one is watching. That's what we want. When no one is watching, they make the right choice. Number three, it develops accountability. A child with integrity learns to take responsibility for their actions rather than blaming others or making excuses. Number four, it prepares for future leadership. God leadership, godly leadership. Integrity in childhood is the groundwork for ethical leadership in adulthood. And number five, it promotes self-respect. When children act with integrity, they develop an inner confidence and pride in doing the right thing. The scripture that has always stood out to me is in Job 27 verse 3. And he's talking to himself. He said, as long as I have life within me, the breath of God in my nostrils, my lips will not speak wickedness. My tongue will not utter deceit. I will never admit you are right. In other words, he's talking to himself. I'll never admit you are right till I die. He said, I will not deny my integrity. I pray that all of us will have that deep, deep conviction. And that conviction will be in the hearts of our children. God bless you. Hey, Bettina, thank you for joining. I see you out there. God bless you. Tell all your family hello for me. All of you that are watching, thank you so much for joining. And I will see you again next week. God bless you and have a great and wonderful day.